Hey guys, welcome back to my channel. In today's video, I'm going to be making two types of magnetic bookmarks, and both of them are very simple to make. So let's get into the video. So I'm already here in Design Space. I have changed the background color so we can see everything with no issues. All right, let's click on upload. I've already uploaded my images, so I'm going to click on this pumpkin and the bow, and then click add to canvas. They both come in very large, so I actually want to drag over both of them and change the size to 2 inches for the width. And then I'm just gonna move them so we can see them. From here, I want to give both of them an offset. So I'm gonna click on my pumpkin and go to offset, and I'm going to drag this down, and I do want my offset to be 0.040, and then I'm going to click apply, change the color of the offset to white, then do the same for the bow. Okay, so both of my images have an offset. I'm going to drag over my pumpkin, come down to the right panel and click flatten, and do the same for my bow. Now I want to click on my pumpkin and resize it. So I'm going to come up and unlock, change my width to 1.75, and change my height to 1.8, and I'm going to change my bow size as well, unlock it, change it to 1.75, and my height to 1.9. Now I'm going to duplicate both. So for the pumpkin, I'm going to come over to the right panel and click the duplicate button, but for the bow, I'm going to click on that and right click and then click duplicate. So that's just two different ways that you are able to duplicate in Design Space. I'm going to bring these two down, and then to attach them, I'm going to need a shape. So I'm going to come over to shapes and grab 2 squares. Okay, so for the first square, I am going to change the color to white, and then I want to change the size of my square to make it a rectangle. So I'm going to unlock once again and type in 0.5 for the width and 2.5 for my height. And then for this one, I want to change it to white, unlock, make my width 0.5 and my height 0.6. Okay, so the one that is 0.6, I'm going to use it for my pumpkins. I'll explain in a moment why my height is different for the bows. So I'm going to bring this here. I want to bring up this pumpkin just a little bit. Before I do anything else, I want to come to this top pumpkin, come up here and click flip, and click on flip vertical, and then click on my rectangle and send it to the back. Highlight over all 3, come up to align, and click center horizontally. And now I'm going to come over here and click on the bow, and I'm going to flip it. Once again, I'm flipping it vertically, and I'm going to bring my rectangle over. Now, the reason I made this a little shorter is because the bow has this opening here, and I don't want my rectangle to stick out at the bottom of this area here. So I just want to make sure that it wasn't too long. I'm going to send this to the back. Highlight over all 3 once again, come up to align and click center horizontally. And then I want to flatten it and flatten this one as well. And I just want to double check that my height is what I want it to be. Just about. So what I'm going to do is unlock one last time and make this 5.1 and do the same here. All right, so that's how you prep your images for the magnetic bookmarks. These two I have here. I also have two others that I'm going to be printing. So I'm going to unhide them here. And as you can see, I have a little dog for this one and the stack of books with a pumpkin for this one. And all four of them give those fall vibes. So what I'm going to do is click on the ones that we just made and hide them. All four of these are ready to be made, so I'm going to click Make. Okay, so all four of them appear here on this mat. However, since we're making two different types of magnetic bookmarks, I'm going to make two of them with magnetic printable sheets, and the other two I'm going to print on photo paper and use actual magnets to hold them together. So I want to move two of them to another mat. So I'm going to drag over both of these and click the three dots and select Move Object. And then I want to click New, and they both appear on a new mat. All right. For these two, I'm going to be using magnetic sheets, and for the other two, I'm going to use the photo paper. So we're going to click on Continue. From here, I'll click Send to Printer, and I don't need the bleed on, so I'm going to turn that off, but turn on Use System Dialog and then Print. And then I'm going to click on Media and Quality. I want to click Rear Tray, Glossy Photo Paper, and Best. I'm going to use the same printer settings for both of my materials. And then I'll click Print. Once everything is printed for the magnetic sheet, I am going to use the heavy cardstock 100-pound setting. And for my photo paper, I am going to click on medium cardstock. And then I'll see you guys at my craft desk. Both are printed and cut. I'm going to first flip the mat with the magnetic sheet to pull the mat away from the material. Then do the same for the photo paper. Before the cut process, I laminated both sides of the photo paper with Avery self-adhesive laminating sheets. As you can see, all of the cut images release with ease. However, I will say because I added the laminating sheets to both sides of the photo paper, I should have used a heavy cardstock setting for both materials because I did have to have my Cricut make a second pass using the medium cardstock setting. Next, I need to fold all of them, then add the magnets to the two I made with photo paper. If you have a scoring tool for your Cricut, you could use that to score the middle of your magnet to make the folding process a little easier. I'm going to use my bone folder. I'm going to use this adhesive magnet tape for my bookmarks. I'm going to cut a small piece, then cut that piece 4 times. To apply the magnets, I put 2 pieces together, removed the backing from both sides, then placed the magnets on one side and closed the bookmark to adhere it to the opposite side. This ensures that the magnets meet evenly. All right, so here's the bookmark with the magnet added and the bookmark made with a printable magnetic sheet. They both turned out really good. Here's a quick view of each bookmark inside of a book. The bookmark with the added magnet is a bit bulkier, as you would assume, and the other bookmark with the built-in magnet is very flat inside of the book. Before I go, I want to give you all a few takeaways. If you make the bookmarks where a magnet has to be added, I would suggest using pre-cut circular or square magnets. The issue I found with the magnet I use is that it doesn't lay flat against each other because of it being rolled up. I actually had to crack the magnet for both sides to touch each other. To prevent that, I would use a different type of magnet next time. For the printable magnets, I noticed that they don't have a strong grip. I've used these sheets for refrigerator magnets and they hold just fine, but it doesn't have a tight enough grip to itself, if that makes sense. I'm wondering if there's a stronger printable magnetic sheet out there that I can try. Overall, it still does the job of a bookmark. Even with all that I learned during this process, I think the bookmarks turned out really good. I hope you all enjoyed today's video, that you learned a little something, and that you are inspired to make your own. Before you go, don't forget to like the video, leave a comment down below, subscribe if you haven't already, and turn on your bell notifications so you don't miss a future video of mine. Until next time, later CV crew.